wait for the camera.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something about a guy who means a lot to me. He had a huge impact on my life. His name is Phil Paxton. After I graduated high school, there was no direction in my life. I had no skills in anything. I had no education. I just had a high school diploma and I was going nowhere. I got a job at an automotive machine shop as a delivery driver. And I was not learning any skill. After a year and a half, I had no training. So we sent an engine one time to a big machine shop, and I met a gentleman there by the name of Phil Paxton. When I was dropping engines off, I would always conversate with him, and he would always encourage me to come work there, work for him, and train under him. So I did. I went to work for Phil Paxton when I was 19 years old, and he started training me on tooling, auto repairs, everything it took to be a professional machinist. He was a master certified machinist. I started working with him and I started training. He started teaching me all the techniques that I would use in today. I learned everything about auto repairs. I learned a lot about machining, and I learned a lot about life. He was a major influence on me. I would go to work every day happy because I was learning a trade. I was becoming a professional. And in the past, before I started working there, every morning I was afraid when I wake up because I had no skills. Now I started moving on in life. As I started getting older, I was learning more. I learned more about the trade. He would give me the knowledge I would need to be successful and how to work on stuff and be confident. I learned a lot of confidence working with him because every time I would do something wrong, instead of getting angry, he would not yell at me. He would just talk to me and he'd help me learn to work through it. I would keep that in my mind throughout my life and to this day. Whenever I'm at work, I don't ever get angry at anybody when they do something wrong because the way I was trained, he trained me, don't ever be angry. So I stayed working with him and I learned a lot. I ended up working with him for a couple of years. After about 4 years, Phil ended up leaving. He moved to go to another machine shop. And he encouraged me to move on. He said it was time for me to go run a machine shop on my own. So I did. I went to go work for a machine shop down the road. And I took over as the manager. And it was good because in the past I learned people skills, and I was now talking to customers, building a clientele for the company and managing it. And I kept Phil in the Rolodex because I knew I would still need advice. So I always kept in touch with Phil because I knew I needed him. I was still young and I still needed to learn. I worked in this machine shop for a couple of years, and after that I ended up moving on. I became older and I got a job working for the government. I took a job with the government as a fleet manager, and I had to take this job and day by day build this department from ground up. I had to structure the department. I had to use my own software through professional Excel and Word, and it was a learning curve, and I would stay in contact with him because he was always there for me. He made a huge impact on my life. He taught me everything I knew, and to this day I still have to get, I call him for advice because he's a good man. And I learned a lot from him, and to this day forward, I feel I'm a better man because of Phil Paxton, and I think he's a great guy, and everything I've done, I believe I owe it to him, and I appreciated what he's done for me and how he believed in me. That's about it. Thank you very much.
There's one person that makes you mad.
What was that?